Feet are together now. Toe knuckles are touching, and we're taking a full Utkatasana from the ground. The weight's back into the heels. The toes are light. The heels are heavy. The pinky fingers are turning towards each other. The low belly draws in towards the spine. We feel a little evidence of the work into our quadriceps that we've been up to. There should be a sound to your breath. We're going to come to standing and pause. Just get our bearings for a second here. We're going to take ourselves back into our chair pose. And we're going to take Garudasana, the eagle pose. So you can either weave the top leg up and over and maybe double cross, or you can let those right toes touch on the ground like a kickstand. If it's tight in your shoulders, you may need to kind of hug yourself like I did just then. Or the full pose is with the fingers to the sky, left elbow on top, right knee on top. So opposite elbow on top as knee. We'll take a few breaths here. You can elevate the elbows a little bit, move the hands away from your face a little bit, and keep breathing. That right hip's drawing back a little bit. If it's okay, tip it forward with your hands in Garudasana. If you need the blocks, move the blocks back into the picture. Some of you will rest the elbows on the knees, some beyond, and then we're going to come into a warrior three. Theoretically, with our arms still in that eagle pose. But if you need your hands on your blocks, you'll do warrior three prep. So for a lot of us, we've just seamlessly gone from our Garudasana into a Virabhadrasana 3 with Garudasana arms. Some of you may want to take the arms alongside you or take the arms to the front of the room. Remember, you can have your hands on your blocks this whole time. Find your variation and stay steady with your variation. Really feel a little softness in the bottom leg, not hyperextended. And really feel that Uddiyana Bandha drawing the belly in. Hands to the ground or to your blocks and feet together. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, fold in. Bend your knees for chair. And then roll through the spine to standing. And bring your hands through to your heart for Samastiti'i. Utkatasana. This time, left knee up and over. You can make a kickstand of those toes to the outside, or you can double cross, arms out in front, right elbow on top of left elbow. Or if you need to do that variation where you're essentially hugging yourself with your elbows aligning, that's fine. Feel the hips square. Keep the gazing point steady. See if you can draw the left hip back a little bit to square off. Last couple of moments here. Check in with your pranayama. Fold it forward, maybe hands on your blocks if you need them. Maybe you stay with the arms as they've been. Maybe the elbows rest on the knee, maybe beyond the knee, and then we're going to unwind slowly, carefully, into a Virabhadrasana 3, or a Vira 3 prep with your hands on your blocks. We take a few rounds of breath like this. Ekagrata, single-pointed focus. Totally willing to unwind the arms at any time. You can take them alongside you. You can take them out in front of you. You can take them to your blocks if it's time to do that. And then we'll bring the feet together. And from here, we're going to bring the feet hip distance apart. Take a little forward fold and just hang. And we'll roll through the spine again, all the way to standing. And from standing, we're going to Take the right ankle on top of the left knee. Have your blocks nearby if that's a helpful way to do this. And you'll sink down into Ekapada Galavasana prep. You can have your arms alongside you or out in front of you. You can use your hands on the blocks the whole time. And some of you like the arm balance here, so you'll weave the right foot around the tricep of the left arm and bring yourself into something that sort of combines our Bakasana from earlier into the hip stretch that the rest of us are doing. Don't feel like you have to do that arm balance at all. The other variations, like I'm showing you, are great. Be steady in your variation. Enjoy a few breaths. And then up we go, feet together, hands together at the heart, and we pause in Samastiti for a moment. Now we're going to take the second side, left ankle on top of right knee. Hands can go on blocks and you can stay here the whole time. Arms can go alongside you and you can stay here the whole time, or out in front of you and you stay here. Those of you inspired to do the arm balance will lean forward, wrap the foot around the tricep, and take the right leg back behind you. Not necessary to do this, not one bit. You can stay with the hip stretch the whole time. Think to yourself, movement, meditation, that's the important bit. And take a few more rounds of breath wherever you are. Maybe you're still flying in your Galavasana. You're going to gently find your way out of the pose, whichever variation that was. And from here we're going to step our feet hip distance apart. Inhale, lift our heart.